The chairperson of the Pan-African Parliament Committee on Trade and Migration, Dr. Tapiwa Mashakada from Zimbabwe, told the session that the strength and power of his committee is based on the trade and human migration as well as their protection.
One of the things which can make Africa integrate fast is trade. If Africa boosts intra-Africa trade, then we can be able to speed up integration. As you know, the trade between Africa and other countries globally is about 60%. But intra-African trade itself is only 12%. So my committee insists with making sure that Africa has the capacity to boost intra-African trade and to make sure that all tariff and non-tariff barriers to trade are abolished so that goods, services and capital can move across Africa very smoothly. And linked to that is the issue of borders, our own borders, customs. You know, a lot of time is wasted by traders, be it cross-border traders or commercial traffic on borders trying to process their goods and so on. So we need also to look at customs, how we can harmonize, simplify customs procedures and standards so that goods and services can move fast across the borders. So one of our mandate is trade.
Dr. Mashakada continued to mention that his committee is going to focus on human migration and their rights, since some migrants fall prey to murder cases and abuse on their way to other countries. The Director of Political Affairs in Africa under African Union, AU, Dr. Khabele Matlosa, presented on the African Charter before the fourth session of the Pan-African Parliament.
African Charter on Democracy, Elections and Governance is we can call it a democracy treaty of our union. In other words, the African Union is a very comprehensive document providing for how best African countries can, inculcate a culture of democracy and peace on the continent. It has different aspects to it, including building democratic institutions, conducting democratic elections, also covering the issues around unconstitutional changes of government, how to ensure that we don't have cases of unconstitutional changes of government. It also provides for how best to ensure that we have a kind of democracy that's also not only addressing civil liberties and political rights, but also socio-economic rights as well. So in other words, we take a comprehensive view of democracy to include political rights, civil liberties, but also socio-economic rights, the right to development, for example.
Dr. Matlosa submitted that Lesotho should review the issue on splitting of the political parties and floor crossing in Parliament. I am Thapelo Mabote reporting for LTV News, Midrand.